Hi everyone, I'm James Yotis, Preps Editor here at the Albuquerque Journal, joined once again by my buddy Ken Sickinger, staff writer, former Preps Editor. We're going to talk about the last week of the regular season, week 11. We got a bunch of really big games on the schedule this week. Ken and I were talking about this off camera before we came in. It's going to be a fun week.
It is, absolutely. And the fact that our head-to-head is tied doesn't hurt anything either.
Yeah, we should tell you, if you've been watching us, Ken and I both have the same one-loss record through week 10. We're both 99-33. So there's a lunch riding on the winner of the regular season here. So Ken and I have devised a little bit of a plan to determine a winner. We're different on a couple of games this week, and we've got a tiebreaker set up with the last game of the year, St. Pius and Moriarty. A little point total involved. So nothing major, don't gamble. We're not endorsing that, but we got a little lunch at Rudy's Barbecue on the line here. So we'll get to the Moriarty-St. Pius game in a minute. First game we're going to talk about, and we've got 3 games in Class 5A that are district championship games this week, starting on Thursday night with La Cueva and Sandia up at Wilson Stadium. They're both 2-0 in district. This is one of the 2 games we're different on this week. I'm taking La Cueva. To me, it's a coin flip game. You're taking Sandia.
Same thing. It is a coin flip game, and I probably should know better. La Cueva has already burned me several times this year, but same is true of Sandia, and I think either team can win this. Defense is why I'm picking Sandia.
Right, and we have 2 really, probably the 2 best defenses in 5A that I've seen this year are in this game. Sandia's being number 1. La Cueva's, I think, La Cueva's defense doesn't get enough credit, but it's been really good. I think La Cueva has enough versatility offensively in the passing game and the running game to keep Sandia's defense honest and to hit enough big plays to score enough to win this game. I'm not sure the same is true of Sandia. Craig Kaufman, the quarterback, is playing some great football right now. It's going to be interesting to see. I think one of the keys is how well Sandia runs the ball, but I like La Cueva. Ken likes Sandia. It should be a fantastic game. Moving on to District 1-5A on Friday night, Rio Rancho and Cleveland are playing for that district's title. That's up at Cleveland at 7 o'clock on Friday. We both are taking Rio Rancho in this game, but should be a tremendous game. The 2 games last year between these 2 teams were great. Cleveland pulled them out in the second half, both times, actually in the fourth quarter in both games. I just like Rio Rancho. I think they're the more veteran team. I think they have more playmakers. I just think they're primed to go into the playoffs with some momentum.
Yeah, and I think, like you said, what happened last year is still fresh in their minds. They want to get a little bit over that. Cleveland has improved as much as any team, and they'll give them trouble. But
Cleveland has played very well. They had a very impressive offensive performance last week against Volcano Vista, and they had over 550 yards. If they run the ball as well as they did last week, it could be problematic for Rio Rancho to keep Rio Rancho's offense pinned to the sidelines. I'm sure that's something Cleveland wants to do. Their offense is not as explosive, I don't think, as Rio Rancho's, so I think Cleveland will want to stay on the field as long as they can. Also Friday night, District 3-5A down at Aggie Memorial Stadium in Las Cruces. It's Las Cruces and Mayfield. Those 2 teams are tied for first place in that league. Always one of the best games of the year, 20,000, 25,000 people there. We're both taking Cruces. Mayfield has really improved in the last month or so since about their bye week. But Cruces, I think, since they lost to Rio Rancho, they've been playing by far their best football. I like Cruces in this game.
I agree with you. I just think their size is a little bit too much, although you can usually throw out anything you know about that rivalry. But I think Cruces has the better team.
Yeah, I think Cruces has a little bit of edge at the skill positions too, quarterback and running back. Not a major edge, but enough of an edge to make some plays. And I think they have the better defense in this game too. So I think Cruces wins. But in the history of this rivalry, who knows with those 2? We've seen a lot of years where one team looked clearly like the better team, and they got beat in this game. So that should be a fun game as well. In District 5-5A, we've got a key